The impact that the Eisenhower Center has had on my life is give me hope again, to point me in the direction of who I am and where I should be heading. You know, and bottom line, it's just the hope.
Eisenhower has touched my life by giving me life again. I got here because I was going to kill myself. I played in the NHL for a good 6 seasons, and I played for Minnesota North Stars, San Jose Sharks, and the Pittsburgh Penguins, and a lot of IHL teams. My role in the NHL was to dump the puck in, power forward, enforcer. I would have to dump the puck in and run the guy as hard as I could. I mean, you basically wanted to hurt him, but you didn't. So give and take a little bit there, but that was my job.
Well, I ended up in the After the Impact program because of my PTSD and my TBI and the reoccurring issues that I've had through my military service. I did 2 tours to Iraq, 2 15-month tours to Iraq. Was injured with IED exposure and RPG attack is what, I had suffered several concussions, been knocked unconscious several times. I did 11 years in the military, and that's kind of what brought me to be here now.
I used to live in New York. I was a police officer in New York during the 9/11 attacks. The first plane hit, and you didn't think, no one thought terrorist attack. They thought a small little passenger plane or something hit. And but then once you realized the magnitude of it, everybody was all in, whether you were working, whether you were off duty, whether you were whatever you were doing. Everything else
punched
stopped.
Over 1,000 times in the face. It doesn't tickle, it hurts. My injuries, I've had 26 surgeries, probably 8 to 10 major concussions to where you don't know where you're at. And it's countless numbers of regular concussions, if there's such thing. And it messes you up. I remember trying to run a guy and I caught an edge head first into the boards. I mean, I didn't know where I was at. I tried to get back to the bench, didn't knock me out. I tried to get back to the bench because I was across the rink, and they all stood up waving their hands, over here, over here. I didn't know what was going on. And then, we practiced the next day, played 2 days later, and you're in the lineup.
You're on a horse and you got 8, 10 other horses around you. You have to be so aware of your surroundings. In the business that I'm in, and it's falls are a part of the game, and it's like that going in, and you got to be willing to accept that up front because you're gonna get hurt. It just goes along with the just nature of the business.
A lot of people have a hard time with the transition, trying to get a job after hockey. You're physically beat up. Your body's torn apart, so the labor, you're not doing it. You can't. And sit behind a desk or do something. Some players are fine when they're done. Some players aren't. Like, I'm going to sit behind a desk. You can't remember anything. You're not going to get much done. I was never like this when I played or before I played. I'm nothing like I used to be. I was nice, caring person. I'm still caring, but the niceness isn't.
I don't want to say all walks of life, but who've been, whether it's athlete or veteran or cop, horse jockey, whoever you are, we've all come together in the groups, and we all have similar symptoms, similar injuries, similar things wrong, but we all help each other out. And
to be here, and that's at the Eisenhower Center. I mean, they offer everything you could absolutely need to use or whatever, but it's not so much the facility. It's the people that are behind it. You know, I've made it easy. Made it easy for me to come out of my shell, you know, and have the tools for
Eisenhower has
home.
greatly touched my life. I feel my main goal when I came here is to be my old self, that my wife fell in love with, that my kids love playing with, and I lost that when the panic attack started, the PTSD started. I started isolating myself and avoiding contact with people, avoiding main events.
Through the tools
things
they've
like
given
that.
me, you know, I sat with my back to a huge crowd of people for the first time since '04. And to have, I mean, there was fear because it was new again, you know, it was uncomfortable, but I did it, you know, and that's not something that I would have ever dreamed I was going to be able to do again. Never.
You know, they know how to help you.
We're a special group. You know, we, just like the Army, it reminds me, you know, we give each other hell. We really do, but it's all out of love. And it, you know, in that, you know, you gotta find the humor. You gotta be able to laugh. And yeah, when we're all here, we all know why we're here. It's no secret. I mean, but we use that as almost like a mechanism, like a healing mechanism, like a tool, you know. You know, and it's like you said, in the pain, in the pain and in the injuries is where the bond that got here are just amazing. It's like the first time, I feel like the first time in decade I'm heard. I'm not just another number in the system. I'm not, you know, it's not a revolving door. I've actually been heard, you know what I mean? And they respond, you know, they hear you and they say, we got you, you know, and it's a process, you know, like I realize that, you know, 30 days in this program is 30 days, but healing isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, you know, but it's going to be a whole different ball game now that I have the coping tools and the mechanisms to go back to normal life.
I have a lot of peers who need to be here. I'd tell them, if you have any question, I'm confident in what I've learned here, and I have no doubt that I have a better life ahead of me.
The impact that the Eisenhower Center has had on my life is give me hope again. And bottom line is just the hope.
If I didn't come here, I'd be in prison for life or dead. I've lived quite a life. I mean, I've been at the bottom and I've been to the top, and everywhere has touched my life by giving me life again. Interesting
The
life.
best thing, I'm telling you, this program, best thing I've ever done with my life. Aside from serving my country and being a father, best thing I ever did with my life was come here. Without a doubt.
You know, I kind of think that, you know, even though that we've come from different professions, you know, and it's as we, you know, we communicate here and we're talking to each other, you know, we're dealing with a lot of the same issues. So, you know, and it's good to have, you know, people that you can talk to about it.
Memory issues, headaches,
Anger issues.
definite anger issues.
Yeah, we left that department.
Yeah.
But we all understand each other. That's a key thing here, no matter what background we come from, but we understand what's going on.
Being here for 30 days and just constantly being reinforced, I believe is what really helps.
What helped me, what I noticed the most was you come in and they don't try and dope you up, give you pills. Here's more, try these, try these, try these. You know, it's more therapy. They're
Right.
teaching us new skills to take it home with us. That's huge for me. I needed those skills, my memory, and, you know, our family, our friends, our relationships, wife,
Affects all of
girlfriend. They understand to a point, to what people have told them, but they don't understand completely. And yeah, they can, it's...
Because you're not dealing with an injury that's exterior that you could see, you know, and it's like, you know, unless you have, you know, the scar or the wounds to show off a head injury. You know, they don't see it on the surface.
In group, they talk about how if you have a broken leg, you have a cast on, and people can see it. They hold the door for you, but in our cases, the injury isn't visible, and that's hard for people to wrap their head around.
We can cast our heads. You won't make it in here if you don't have a sense of humor. Tough crowd.
You gotta have a sense of humor. We're all coming from jobs with thick skins and lots of joking around. You'll cry sometimes too, but we generally keep it light and we laugh a lot.
Good coping mechanism.
We
Yeah.
come to each other if we want to talk. Like Tim's talked to me, come talk to me. I've come and talked to him. I've talked to Dennis. I mean, just a lot of the guys.
Check on each other, just how you doing. Know it was a rough day, but you know, maybe crack a
Foundation.
joke.
You guys, Eisenhower put some great people in charge and stuff. It all starts from there. Leaders.
In my opinion and for my needs, and I believe they'll agree.
Yeah.
They've completely helped me with just starting out here, and I can't wait to go home and start using what I learned.
That's gonna be fun. Maybe we'll be happy now.
Imagine that. Imagine that.